requested in the comments of the video that we recently posted where I made dinner for Brayden, and we talked about how much I love cinnamon rolls and how I was craving them. So this time I'm gonna make legitimate ones, not just, you know, an easy quick pack from the store. And a lot of people were requesting that I do this, so I'm excited. Hopefully it doesn't suck, because
it won't suck.
I'm pretty decent at making baked goods. If I say so myself, that's like the one area in cooking where I'm like, I kind of know what I'm doing. But with breads, for some reason, sometimes they fail. So hopefully
it'll be perfect because it's you.
Regardless, they'll taste good. If they don't look pretty, they'll taste good. So yeah, we're gonna get started. So we're gonna start on the dough first because that will need some time to rise. But we have all the ingredients here. We only had to just go and get cinnamon. Everything else we had at home. Okay, so for the dough, we need 1 cup of milk, a 1/4 cup of butter, which is just half a stick. And then it says, yeah, active dry yeast, good job. And then a 1/4 cup of sugar, a large egg, and then like half a teaspoon of salt, a teaspoon of vanilla. And of course, we need 3.5 cups of flour. So we're gonna start with that first, and then we're gonna let that rise. And while we do that, then we'll get to the next stuff. But I'm not gonna get ahead of myself. We're gonna do this first. I pulled my hair up. I mean, business. Just kidding. Okay, so first we are going to take a 1/4 cup of butter, and we're going to microwave it for about 45 seconds until it is melted. Okay, so then we're just gonna dump this in our bowl, and we're gonna use the same bowl we melted the butter in, and we're going to take a cup of milk, and we're also gonna microwave it for about 45 seconds. For some reason, it makes it better. Is your favorite honey? Want to drink it?
Nope.
Mmm.
Milk is gross.
That is warm. We'll pour that into the butter.
Mmm.
Just gonna drink it straight. Okay, and then we're going to add in the yeast. And it says you need a 1/4 ounce. And we're measuring in teaspoons. So I read on this, it's approximately 2¼ teaspoons is a 1/4 ounce. So we're gonna do that. And then 1/4. And then next we need a 1/4 cup of sugar. And we're gonna mix this, and then we're gonna let it sit for about 10-ish minutes by itself after it's mixed. Mmm, delicious.
Yeah, you mix that, honey.
Oh, I will. Okay, so this sat 10 minutes, like the longest 10 minutes ever.
What does it look like?
It was kind of bubbling. That's what it needed to just.
Oh, it smells gross. It smells like milk.
You love milk, honey. Just kidding. I like milk. He doesn't. Okay, so next we need to add in 1/2 teaspoon of salt. Get a vanilla. Oh well, I'm just gonna eyeball it with vanilla. You need like a teaspoon of vanilla, but I brought it in a bag because I didn't want to bring my whole big thing from home, so we're just gonna eyeball it. That looks about good. And then 1 egg.
Ooh, good crack.
Thank you. And then we're gonna mix all of that. And then, the egg won't break.
It broke.
Broke it. And we need 3.5 cups of flour, so help me not forget where I'm at. But I only want to add them in 1/2 cup at a time, and then you're gonna fold it more than like whisk it. Kind of helps it mix a little better, and it doesn't get super dry. So we get 1/2. So I'm just gonna keep doing this and then mixing. It's very packed in. There we go. And then we just kind of fold it more than mix it. I don't know why. That's just what the recipe says. So I ditched the folding after about like 1.5 cups was added, and I decided to just use my hands. And I literally feel like I'm getting an arm workout. doing this, but I think it looks about right. It's a bit harder than, you know, like you'd expect. You can see my ring. For like cookie dough and stuff, but I think it's good, hopefully. So we finished the dough, and I didn't want to put this bowl in the oven, so we put it in this, and you just cover it and you put it in the oven at 170 for about 10 minutes. And make sure to get the paper inside of it so it doesn't burn on the side of that oven. It's very quiet. While we're waiting for the dough to rise in the oven, we're gonna make the cinnamon mixture that goes inside. Soften, don't melt this one. Okay, so then add softened butter and then a half a cup of brown sugar. And then we're gonna add half a cup of regular sugar.
Sugar and butter.
And then we do more vanilla. Looks about right. And then 1.5 tablespoons of cinnamon.
Cinnamon.
Making me nervous.
Ding dong.
All right, dough is done. Probably. And I'm just gonna let that sit while I finish the cinnamon mixture. Add cinnamon. I'm scared. It's gonna go everywhere.
I hope not.
I hope not too. Okay, we're gonna go really slow. Ah, slow down, bruh.
Good job.
Okay, got my dough. It looks like cauliflower. We're going to lightly flour the surface. Make life easier. They say grease it or flour. I prefer flour. I'm gonna put this here and get a rolling pin. Do you guys have a rolling pin? Okay, they did have a rolling pin. Another hack. I'm gonna flour this as well so the dough doesn't stick. And we're gonna start to roll it out to make a rectangle. They give very specific dimensions, saying a 14 by 18 rectangle that's about 1/4 inch thick. So the way I take it is I'm gonna eyeball it.
Eyeballs.
Yeah, and just make it good enough. Okay, so this looked about good. And so now, it says use a spatula. I already put our spatula in the sink and I don't feel like getting another one. So we're gonna use a spoon and you just spread this yummy mixture that looks like canned dog food all over. And it says almost to the edges, so not quite on the edge. I realized I didn't roll it out wide enough in this direction. My bad, but it's fine. I think it'll still work. So we spread the mixture all over, and now we are going to come this way, and this is the scary part, and start to roll. Like that.
Oh, burrito.
Just for you, honey. And then they suggest you use unflavored dental floss to actually cut it, or a knife, whichever one you want to do. And then they say to like mark where you're going to do it, because I guess that makes it easier. So we're just gonna kind of see how big we want these things. I'm not gonna make them gigantic, so there's more of them, so we can share. Okay, so we see kind of where we want them to go. And you really don't wanna crush it. So we're just gonna go very soft because you don't want to flatten the dough. Okay, so I cut them. It took kind of forever. I'm gonna put these little thingies in here. I think I made the dough a little too thick, but that's okay. It'll still taste good.
Oh, it's gonna taste bomb.
I'm excited.
No, you're not.
Oh, I am. I've been
I'm
craving
excited.
these for so long.
No, I'm excited.
I think we're both excited, honey.
No, just me.
Okay. They're a bit uneven.
A bit yummy.
Yeah. You're right.
Get wrecked.
Okay. Okay, so these are all rolled out. And here, we just put it in a greased pan. I couldn't think of the word for a second. But yeah, we just lightly greased it, and then we put them in here. I promise they'll look better when they're baked. And then we're gonna put them in the oven at 350 for 20 to 25 minutes.
2025.
Whew. Didn't burn myself.
Good job.
All right, so now while it's baking, we're going to just make frosting or icing, and then we'll just put it in the fridge while we wait because this won't take too long. So you put in 4 ounces of cream cheese, which will be good, and then 2 cups of powdered sugar. 1 and 2. The recipe doesn't call for it, but I have it left over, and usually when I make frosting, I just add it anyways. So I'm adding this 1/4 cup of butter or whatever it was that I didn't use on the dough, just because, trust me, it's good. And then I'm gonna add vanilla. And with frosting, I kind of just eyeball everything. I don't really use anything specific. And this is 2 to 4 tablespoons of milk. But we want ours to be a little bit thicker, so we're gonna start with just 2 and mix that. And then we'll see from there. And then if it's too runny, we just add more powdered sugar. And if it's too tough, we add more milk, and it's pretty easy. Not too bad. Okay, I'm scared this is gonna go everywhere. We'll probably want to add more milk. I'm just gonna mix it.
That looks bomb.
Heck yeah! Ooh. Yeah, this is gonna be good. It smells so good.
Cinnamon rolls. Salmon.
Trust me, they'll look better with the frosting on. Okay, we let them cool, maybe a little bit too long, and now we're gonna put on the frosting. Literally just
Plop.
yeah. This is the true test. I think I overcooked them a little bit. It's okay. Ooh. And then I made a little bit extra icing.
Okay, you try first.
No, it's for you.
Oh, okay. You ready?
I'm so ready. Are you ready? I don't think you are.
That's good.
Yeah?
Yeah, the frosting is really good too.
I have extra if you need more.
So it's like crunchy a little bit on the outside, but hardly any. It's more of a crisp, and then it's like soft on the inside.
Ooh.
It's good. Good job, honey.
Thank you.
I'm gonna marry you.
Yes. Oops.
You already ate, cheater.
I was really excited.
Well, what do you think?
I think I did a pretty good job, if I say so myself.
What would you do differently?
I'd cook them a little less, and then I would roll it out a little bit thinner. It's a little bit doughy, so I would just roll it a teeny thinner, and then yeah, just cook a little less, just because the outsides are a little bit crispy. Just because it said to cook until brown, but it wasn't browning at all. but it was like 3 minutes past when it was supposed to, so I was like, I'm gonna take them out. But it still tastes super good. Okay, so if you ask me, I think this was a success. Hey, kiss better. Thank you. And I'm about to go eat a lot more than I should. I literally was just yesterday like, oh, I need to eat healthier.
No.
So I made cinnamon rolls. So, yeah, thank you guys for requesting this. So it gave me an excuse to make them and eat them. And we're gonna go share and see what the family thinks because I don't think I'll be able to eat all of that.
All right, guys. Thanks for watching. Definitely use this recipe. It was bomb.
Highly
Hailee did a good
recommend.
job.
Thanks.
Yeah.
And let me know if you have any advice on what to do better or any other ideas, any other recipes. Just let us know. And we're happy to try them out.
Yep. All right. We love you guys.
Thank you for watching.
Bye.